monkey out of you. See, you have no idea what they're doing to you, but when it gets played back and you listen, sure they're going to dialogue with you because you're stupid enough to give them the answers that we're looking for, and you don't even see it. They made a monkey out of you. What? What?
They made a monkey out of you. Out of me. Whatever makes you feel better. Whatever makes you feel good. But just answer me this question. Are you taking your medicine?
Yo, you guys are lucky I'm on my way out of here. I got to go to work, but yeah, we'll contend with this when I get home, man.
Are you taking your medicine? Answer that question. And the final question, why you look the way you do? That's all I want to know. Then you could go and get some...
Nah, you just made a royal monkey out of him, and he don't like it. He don't like it.
Just take your medication. So you told him. That's all I asked you.
Well, I think it's cool, but you just gotta. When he opens them doors, you gotta immediately attack. So when he gets to listen to it later, say, "Wow, I really made myself look like an asshole. I never met Richie. I don't have any information, documentation, anything on him. I'm still begging him for ID or proof of something. And I threatened him for so long that I realized that I'm just a pussy, and that's all it comes down to. I'm on the side, man."
You're saying, maybe he really doesn't want to take it to the next level. You're another one.
Well, if he's not ready to finish it, he should have never started it. And if he became the ultimate loser or be the only fraud out here that got exposed, what should I feel like, the bad guy?
Yeah, but I have a question for the enforcer. He asked me if I condone what Richie does, and if I don't have I haven't answered this question. I haven't answered it yet. But does he condone what CK does and what he says and his friends, his inner circle out there? Because he is part of an inner circle, even though he says that he's not part of an inner circle. He does have an inner circle, whether he understands it or not, and that's all his locals that he goes to every day. And the way they go at it, the way they come at us, does he condone it? I mean, come on. Well, first of all, I made this clear on several occasions, Johnny, that I'm an independent operator. CK and everyone else that I talk to, they operate their station. They're responsible.
And tell them so are you. You're not responsible for what Richie does, what he brings upon himself to him.
I'm the head honcho. We all have our own brains. We all have our own opinions, and we all operate our stations independently. All right. If there was anyone that I talked to in my, what you want to call inner circle, and they were psychotic like Richie, you guarantee he would be cut off immediately. I would personally go to his house and remove his coax from his radio. If there was anyone like Richie that's in my so-called crew or ring of inner circle, whatever you want to call it, I don't talk to anyone. People that know me personally off the mic, I don't know anyone like Richie. And believe me,
Richie made sure nobody ever doing that to anybody's coax. You see what I'm saying? I'm back in the cut.
See, Richie won't let me continue because he knows what I have to say is very damaging to his psyche.
No, Mr. Enforcer. All I stated was that you simply portrayed yourself as like you're somebody of authority, that you have the authority to go around cutting people's coax or removing people from the airwave. By no means, you are nothing like that. If that's what you're trying to do out here, dog, you are definitely barking up the wrong tree. Now, I want to get out of it because it's obvious that you have questions, somebody else has questions for you, so I'm going to sit back and see what evolves. All I want you to know is you started something you're nowhere near prepared to finish. I told you that in the beginning before I allowed you to start it. Now, because you're the only one, you and your family got exposed out here in its entirety and your crew, you want to bitch, moan, and cry about it? Oh, ain't that a bitch. Rub it on your Kevlar gloves. I'm on the side.
Hey, Rush. I never stated or made a claim or a threat I was cutting anyone's coax. I just said if I knew anyone as psychotic as you in my so-called inner circle, Richie, I would personally go to your house and unscrew the coax from your radio. I never said cutting coax or doing bandits or making any kind of
He's twisting it up.
threat like that. You said that. See, you like to turn people's words.
See, he's doing all that twisting up to skirt the issue of what it is I just told him. the bottom line is he ain't going nobody and unscrewing, cutting, whatever. His crew or outside his crew.
Of someone who I talked to on the radio, Mr. Nitro, he deals with individuals like you on a daily basis. And, he let me in on a few secrets about people in your state of mind, which I'm not going to elaborate here. So that's why I've kind of been backing off with you, Richie, because I understand, a lot of what you say you're not responsible for because of your altered mind. You do claim to be things that are never physically possible. And people in your state of mind actually believe they can climb a building or fly off a roof and claim the Superman. So, I understand that, your psychosis has gotten the best of you. So even if you didn't have any drugs in your system, you're still psychotic. You're a mental midget, all right? You're a very short little man with a baby mushroom. And you never proved to me or to anyone out here that you're a certified technician, all right? If you had any kind of credible establishment like PM Electronics or Delta Electronics where you actually have a storefront, actual repair facility where you can actually show people, look, this is my bench. What do you do, Richie? I'll meet you outside, dog. Hey, dog, I'm coming down. I'm coming outside. Because you don't have a repair facility. You got to meet people outside your house, your Section 8 apartment. Because you're not.
He's just mad because I'm making all the money he can't scam, and I'm earning it for real rather than scamming it. Him and his fucking crew.
Why you put out there that you accept PayPal and major credit cards? You have no account. You don't pay taxes. How come you have an account? You're actually cheating Uncle Sam. And if I
fucking clown. I'm tax exempt because of my presidential appointment, dude. I used to even that girl that they claim they talk to, she could tell them, yeah, Richie used to have that paperwork where when he goes shopping, he never had to pay tax. Richie's tax exempt all around.
Yeah, okay, you're tax exempt, and I'm not You're tax exempt. Man, you are crazy.
I forget what they call it, Johnny. I ain't used it in over 13 years, so. But y'all know the document I'm talking about at checkout. You know what I mean?
All I can say, Johnny Rat, if you hear me, keep on encouraging this psychotic individual, because, like I said...
What's encouraging me? I'm stating something that's true and fact and can be proven.
He will be 10-7 a long time ago.
10-4 there, Enforcer. Well, like I says, I only believe what I see, and there's been a lot of stories going back and forth, and I've heard Richie out here, tune up a lot of radios, so I cannot agree to what you're saying about his qualifications as a CB technician, and how come he doesn't have a business or a storefront and all that. Not necessarily half of these guys, a good 60% of the guys that are on YouTube and on the internet all work out of their house in order to make a few extra bucks for their overhead, and they don't have it actually because they don't have an overhead, so it's all about a few extra bucks. People become homeland technicians, but listen, you can't take that away from the guy. You hear the guy constantly working on radios, and anything else, either you believe it or you laugh, or you put no weight to it. And obviously, you personally, when you hear something and listen to something, you actually believe it, and then you look for proof. So maybe that's a mistake.
No, the only mistake is that people are encouraging a psychotic individual. They're enhancing the psychosis by saying, yeah, Richie, you're the best, Richie, you're the best technician, Richie, yeah, you're a cop, Richie, yeah, Richie. See, when you enhance his psychosis, when you embrace it, you give him more muscles, you give him artificial muscles. It's like giving an alcoholic 25 shots of alcohol. You alter his mind, his ego. And that's all I'm saying. Whether he works on radios, I'm sure he does. Whether he does a good job or not, I haven't heard anyone out here that says, yeah, Richie works on my radio. I haven't heard any base stations out here saying, yeah, he works on my radio. You know, he works on dollar vans, sure. Well, broke coax cables, pinched coax cables, stock mics ripped out of the radio. You know, the typical...
I got 4 bases running on 6 and a new one coming out in Canarsie in the next 20, 30 days.
Yeah, you don't have to necessarily have a soft one. You're absolutely correct there. But don't come out here saying you're the best technician since apple pie. And that everyone else is a fraud or everyone else does shabby work and you're the best. The guy's very self-centered, man. But whatever the case is, Johnny, I don't have a problem with you.
And I don't knock anybody's work. I just state what I can do, and if I get a chance to show improvement, I'll do it.
That are being put forward towards people that I talk to, I think it's wrong. You know, so that's basically all I have to say. And you know, you could agree or disagree, but everything that Richie says about me,
kindly let me in.
Wrong and inaccurate. You guys don't have a clue what I look like, who I am, what I do for a living. Yes, you believe that I'm some kind of crackhead or this or that. Dude, I get drug tested on a rent.
You hear those tears when he's begging for me to take down his picture? You hear those tears?
The substance in my blood or my urine. That's it. I'm out of service, guys. That's how it works when you're a civil servant worker. Richie, he has so much shit in his body. It doesn't matter because he doesn't have a job. You know? That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. Anyway.
He's right, I don't have a job. I'm suspended without pay right now. My apologies.
Say, it's been a pleasure. But,
just get him to say what kind of truth he delivered out here so far that can be proven.
You get him to just shut the fuck up on medication. That's all I'm at.
Yes.
And you tell him to shut the fuck up on the profile. Because from my understanding, when that target...
I just want one of y'all to say, what truth have you provided out here that can be proven?
You know? Or reality, to a point. Because once those synapses stop firing improperly, you know, there's really nothing you can do. Not even Ben Carson can make a difference with Richard. So, you know, anyway, we'll keep it at that. They call me the enforcer of truth and justice. It's been a good speech, and I hope people...
He opened the door on the truth issue.
With that, I'm going to say 73. They call me the enforcer. I'm back out.
Enforcer, just one thing, man. Just name one thing that is true about him.
Name one thing that is true about Richie?
Tough.
As far as what?
Anything.
I don't understand the question. Name one thing that...
What truth has he delivered?
Something that I'm claiming that's true, or I don't clearly understand it.
Out of everything that you hear, what do you think is true about Richie?
I feel one thing that's true. I feel that he has a psychological problem. That's about it. I don't believe that it is.
I got this.
0.9% of what he says is untrue. I mean, what do you want me to say? What are you trying to have me say? That he's a technician? That he's
flat out. What truth did you provide out here that we didn't know that can be proven?
You don't have to talk over me, Richie. Richie, stop it now. Richie, we all know what could be proven. And like I said, I possess documentation, photos, and videos. All right? And I'm going to keep that in my possession until further notice. I'm sure that's what Johnny wants to see. But I'm not one to show my hand. See,
tell him you'd like to meet him and personally see it. Watch this. Or try to get what truth he delivered.
And you never hear me tell lies until the game is over.
So let me ask you something. What will it take for you to deliver the truth about him, or a statement to show a partial hand of yours? I mean, just so that we understand that you're right on what you're saying.
Well, when I compile enough evidence, you'll be the first to know. I'll even invite you.
I got this.
And we could sit down and have a bite.
Well, listen, I'm not looking to sit down and have a bite with you, but I can definitely, have a cup of coffee with you. And I'm serious about that. I'm not playing the game. But okay, I guess that time will be said and done by you. So whenever you're ready, whenever you want.
Mr. Enforcer.
I gotta go. Guys, I gotta leave. I gotta get out of here. It's 6 p.m. I gotta get a bite to eat. I got a manja. I got some food being prepared. And I said enough. I said what I had to say, and that's it. Until further notice. Until next time, they call me Enforcer, Truth and Justice. And I speak for those who don't have their own voice. And I provide total truth and justice. I expose the frauds and the criminals. So let me get out of here. Guys, I gotta go. 73.
Well, you know, Mr. Enforcer, clearly the question he asked you 4 times is, what truth did you provide out here that you're claiming you're a truth and justice guy? What truth did you provide to anybody out here that did not escape Richie's lips that can be proven? So what did you put out here that's truth that can be proven to these people? I think that's what he asked you. And you skirted it 4 times. Have a good night, little junkie boy. Compile all your evidence. Run your own little personal crusade. Keep writing the checks with your mouth, your body never gonna cash. And keep waking up every day realizing you started something with a man you can't win against or are not prepared to win or move against. Richie's clear.
Richie, we know you're queer.
All right, you just let him go to bed.
I apologize, guys. I never promised y'all peace, but I never promised you war either. The King of New York, I really do apologize to some of you guys out here that I know what you're trying to do here tonight, but as you can see, it was useless and senseless because there is nothing except what he's got stuck between his brain. He's obsessed. He's attracted to my personality, my career, the things I've achieved. He's too blind to figure out why a cat like me walks away from New York's 50 richest families. He must have something going on his own. And, you know, my career enthralls him. He wants proof of who I am so bad that he's begging for a New York driver's license, knowing full well I never possessed one. If he had any documentation, proof, or any valid 28s and 29s that we even rigged up, he would see the only valid license I ever possessed under Richard V. Vincent Capuano has been a New Jersey one, which started in 1988. The King of New York, guys, I appreciate what y'all trying to do out here tonight. And, you know, I think a good rule of thumb from here on in would be just to talk over and through him. To, like, try to let him get in and to try to reason with him. You're reasoning with nothing from nothing. I don't want you to look down on me because of it. If I'm saying something wrong or you think there's a better cause or you think you can reach a better point, please, somebody enlighten me. But you know what? I'm the one on Utica Clarkson, waiting for y'all to bring that shit that spilled out your lips. That's the bottom line. Good night, guys. Cupcake, I know you're irate to what happened out here with your boy tonight and what got caught on video. I know you're really upset that you and your fucking crew could do nothing but run, and there's a bunch of fucking losers. But check it out. My name is Richard, V as in Victory Capuano. Known to some people out here as Little Richie Cappy, and I don't fucking play unless I'm playing on my radio. I'm back in the cut.
They ain't got nobody to really represent but a fucking toothless fucking bum crackhead motherfucker like you. Nobody believe that, boy. You full of shit, man. Come on. You full of shit, Craggy. You can't fool nobody over here. That's the difference between us and you clown motherfuckers. Look, you got a little bum-ass motherfucker that jumps on motherfucking video and begs in the street for dollars and shit, man. That looks like a total motherfucking bum. You cannot be motherfucking serious. That's who you fucking vouching for? And this fucking...
Well, it's got to be a lot better than selling crack like you claim you do, or out there hustling bootleg DVDs. Street performer, in other words, you're not robbing them or scamming them or robbing anybody. You're creating an atmosphere and a vibe, and if you get tipped because of it, you good.
Remains on crackhead. Ain't nothing gonna stop. Whatever y'all motherfuckers think, condoning what? What I do? Condone that I fucking expose this lying ass bitch? Huh? He do what he do, I do what I do. Facts.
I'd like to know one thing I got exposed on, besides me flipping them two fucking birds with a photo. Hilarious.
Fucking aggravated career bum. No, name one motherfucker that invited Rich over for holidays. And much all shit y'all be talking. Name one motherfucker. Alright? We used to this motherfucking airwave vouching shit. But in all actuality, you niggas are total.
Look at that, CK187. Look at that. Irate like a motherfucker at what happened here tonight. Irate that enforcer had to throw in his whole fucking hand and try to claim he the man and he's delivering truth, or trying to downgrade me or my radio work, you know. Look, I'm just gonna do me, guys, you know. I don't mean to offend nobody, I don't mean to piss nobody off, but if I call out a speaker into somebody's brain and obsess them like that, where they want to know about my whole life or want to talk like they're the shirt on my back since birth, what can I do about it? You know, that's a loser from the door, a follower, not a leader of any kind.